Better run when you hear that. I said run when you hear that. Better run when you hear that. I said run when you hear that. Better run when you hear that. I said run when you hear that. I said better run. I said run when you hear that. Run when you hear that. Better run. I said run when you hear that. Run when you hear that. Run when you hear that. Run when you hear that.
¿Me quieres? No me quieres. Ya, claro que me dejes. Todo estaba tan bonito hasta que empezó a fallar. Hubiera sido infinito, pero este amor no vale más.
Good evening, everybody. Bruce Foster's Chewing the Fat. Welcome to the show. This week we've got Noah Skips on the show talking about his exploits over in America with the P1 AquaX. So we'll get him on shortly. Hope everyone's had a good week. Last week, my apologies for not putting the show on. I still, up until the Wednesday, I hadn't had a chance to unpack all my stuff from the weekend's live stream, so everything was all still boxed away. And then to top it all, I buggered my knee as well, so at work. So that hasn't helped me either. So I wasn't really in a good place to do the show. And my apologies to Scott as well, Scott Hayes, because I was meant to have him on last week. So I'm going to have Scott on next week. All right, so I'm looking forward to that one. So tonight, I hope, like I say, I hope everybody's had a good weekend and you're ready to go for this weekend, whatever you're up to. And let's see how the whole show pans out and how the weekend pans out for everyone. I hope it's a good one for you all, no matter what you're doing. Let me just dial up Noah and we'll get him in. Hopefully he's not far away from being in. I'm assuming everyone can hear me okay. Let's see if there's any comments. Leave a comment, that would be much appreciated. Evening from Tokyo. Cheers, Daz. Konnichiwa. Good evening, Ben. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're ready for next weekend. Shit, that's going to be good. We'll talk about that one shortly. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. He's ready. We're ready to go. Right, let's just flip over to our chat. Hopefully it comes up on the screen. Even from down the road. There we go. Can you hear me okay, Noah?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can I hear you good?
Yeah, good.
Right.
Let me just do a bit of
Right,
work on
Bert,
this
yeah.
picture and make you look. We've got to make you look a bit more like Hollywood. 2 seconds. Let me
Hollywood.
just thing this down a wee bit and we'll enlarge and make you look like the superstar you are.
Appreciate it.
Got to make you look good, mate. Got to make you look good. So, first of all, welcome to the Gold Coast.
No, it's good to be back. Yeah, I'm happy to
When was,
happy
the
to be
last,
here.
when was the last time you were here? Is that a year?
Yeah, so I would have been August. So yeah, maybe just under a year. Yeah.
Nice one. Hey, listen, you're getting like Bailey. You're starting to clock up the air miles.
No, maybe not quite as good as him, but yeah, I'm starting to
Hey,
catch up.
listen, don't put yourself down, buddy. You're doing pretty good at the moment, and you know, Farthing Racing's got to be pretty happy with what you're doing for them.
I mean, I hope so. I'm pretty lucky. You know, the opportunity Dustin gave me for Daytona was massive, and to be going back for Michigan and Laporte is just wicked. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked.
I was gonna say you got to be pretty stoked to have got an invite back. So let's take it back a little bit. How did that whole kind of dream of racing P1 AquaX over in the States, how did that come about?
So the guys in Wellington, well, Scott Hay in Wellington actually sent my dad something on Facebook that Dustin had posted, just inviting international riders to come take part in P1.
Yep.
And my mum actually just straight up went and messaged Dustin and was just like, you know, kind of said who I was and that I'm the ambassador for Yamaha New Zealand. And then, yeah, from kind of there on out, he was like, nah, sweet, you know, this is how much
exactly
it's going to cost. You just got to get over here now. And
yeah. Hey, listen, guys, for anyone watching this show that isn't aware, Noah went over to the P1 AquaX last month and came away winning all 3 races, and subsequently performed that well. He's got an invite to go back for the next round, is that right? And Lake Havasu as well.
Yeah, round 2 in Michigan, and then round 3 in Laporte, because they're about 2 weeks apart. And then he's got a ski and GP 1800 for Havasu, and hopefully we'll be able to get to there, make it there as well in October.
I'm curious now. In your honest opinion, how does a Farthing Racing ski differ to what you're riding? Is there really that much difference, or do you feel the power? Do you feel a difference in the speed?
No, I think, well, because I'm used to a GP. They're a lot lighter, they're a lot smaller than an FX, which is what I was riding over there.
Yep.
There was a horsepower limit in the class that I was participating in, so you know, I've ridden open skis and that I've got an open ski that's faster than that, but it's definitely it's around the same, you know, but they're fast. It is very fast.
How you've ridden in open water before, haven't you?
Yeah, I think we have had one kind of open water enduro. Apart from that, it's just
so how did it feel?
Jump waves with my dad when I was...
How did it feel being over in the open water at Daytona and the surf out there? Did that it looked like the conditions weren't as bad as they could have been. But that's just me looking from a distance.
It was one of the better, you know, calmer weekends, which was, I guess, pretty good because it gave me time to. Well, I kind of just went out and absolutely sent it. I came off and but it's a mixture between a bit of short course and then endurance. You kind of got to pick and choose, you know, where to put the skis when you're on those waves and stuff, and it's just those little times, loss of concentration, you know, can cost you so much on those big tracks as well, you know.
No, you're performing at a higher level. Now, I don't know if you're aware of this, but I kind of did a practice day a couple of weeks ago. I thought I'll give this a go. I've got to say, I found it quite frustrating to an extent. It was like playing golf. You want to get the right line, but for some reason something throws you off. And it is so frustrating to keep you on a decent line while also trying to maintain speed through the corners. I felt I was going fast myself, but I've got a feeling I wasn't really. What's the words of wisdom that you could give? Practice.
Yeah, I mean, I think key is especially in something like P1. Where you know, fitness is a massive thing. When you're been training super hard. Like I trained all the way up to Daytona, so when the racing and all that kicked off, my body was pretty much ready for all of it. I didn't really get super tired. Like I was very tired after, but well during the race I felt quite good. And being able to not worry about having sore arms or sore legs, I could focus 100% of my mind on just what was happening.
Yeah, that was the thing I found, even just doing the practice. My arms, especially my forearms and around my elbows, was where I really felt it. Now, obviously, you're training. I saw your training videos and pictures. Putting in the work, I might add, as well. So well done.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many forearm curls I've had to do to lose that sort of arm.
Are you one of these ones that stands there with a 20-kilo plate and kind of does that?
No. I prefer to like have almost like handlebars and move my wrist.
Oh, do you do the one where you wind up the rope with a small weight on it? No. Oh, you just barbells. Right. Got ya. All right, cool. What else is part of your routine?
So after P1, after Daytona, I figured out that my legs weren't really actually. They were the things that got the sorest after. Like I just kept stretching because they were so sore. So I've added a lot more squats. Into my a lot more sort of like hip work, inner thigh, my groins and hamstrings as well. So, just adding the legs in because majority of the time
Have you just out of curiosity, have you looked into plyometrics?
No, not overly. I'm quite
good explosive. It's a good explosive power workout that you can do. If you're doing squats, it's a good one to follow on after that because it kind of gives you that recoil. That's the best way to describe it. It's the squats your power, but your plyometrics is power and speed. That makes sense. Have a look at it. Yeah. I could send you some stuff. I've got stuff on it. Like we used to do it years ago when I played football. So I've got stuff on it. I could send it through to you if you want to have a look at it. It might do some good for you, but I always found it was beneficial for me. But that was playing footy. So hey, listen, I'm 57. I'm not doing any of it now.
Sounds like it'll probably be.
Yeah. So what about you got to fancy your chances for the series now, haven't you? Over in P1 AquaX. You're in a pretty strong position, I would say.
I mean, to clean sweep Daytona was really good. I think I just got to keep that momentum up, keep working hard, and just got to keep the same mindset, going into each race up until then, because right now, feeling real good. So hopefully I should keep my racing going.
You're at the top, mate, and everybody's coming for you. That's the reality of it, mate. That's the reality of it. Everyone's coming for you. Especially now, you were hiding under the radar at Daytona, but now they know what you can do, and now it's like we're going for the skips fella.
Yeah, I mean, it's just massive being involved in something like P1 because you got people like Dustin, Chris, Tori, Devin, those guys in the pro class that are just like outstanding riders. You can learn a lot just by sitting on the beach and watching them ride. I really
you've definitely put yourself on the map as far as they're concerned. So they'll certainly be keeping an eye on what you can continue doing. So, honestly, how are you feeling about the whole thing? Do you really fancy it? You think you've got a good chance? You've certainly started well.
Well, yeah, I think, if I didn't think
you don't want to tempt fate.
Yeah. If I didn't think I couldn't win, then,
Yeah.
I wouldn't. So
I believe you're obviously on the Gold Coast because you're racing this weekend.
Yep, that's correct.
What class are you in?
Pro AM stock class.
Now, I'm sure you're up against Jamie as well, Jamie Spence.
Yes, no, we have some unfinished beef to settle.
She's coming for you, mate. She's coming for you.
No, I'm actually looking.
Yep, yep. So after your trips over to America, do you have anything? Has there been any rumours of them extending that beyond? Like, when does the series actually finish? When does that P1 AquaX series finish? Are you likely to get the whole series, or is it just by invite as and when?
It's so it's not like it's kind of like you have to get invited back. Like,
Yep.
I think I could probably do the whole series of P1 and probably Havasu as well.
Yep.
But it's more just having enough money to fund it, because it's paying fee, with the team, with Farthing race team.
And you need deep pockets as well.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Just trying to.
Because obviously you're coming over, you're coming over here as well, and then you're obviously still trying to compete when you can down in New Zealand as well. So I saw your results a couple of weeks ago in round 5 and 6 of the summer series.
Yeah, no, it was a good end to the series.
I think it was, and you were only back a week from Daytona, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, no, it was
I saw you on the podium.
pretty fun getting. Yeah, I managed to get up there again.
You just can't keep you off this podium, can we? Listen, mate, I'm gonna let you go. Listen, you've had a busy day. I believe you've been in the workshop with the ski and stuff like that. Is that correct?
Yeah, no, I was been with the team down at Gold Coast Wave Runners. Just
Yep.
Want to say a massive thanks to Chris and Shannon, just the guys down at the workshop, just for taking care of the ski.
Yep.
While it's been over here.
Yep.
And I also just want to quickly thank Shaw's as well, who actually paid for the ski to be transported from New Zealand to Australia. So that's massive.
That's a big leg up for you.
Yeah, no, it was really. If it wasn't for them, then I wouldn't even.
Without the sponsors, we can't. Well, people like yourself and that can't do the things you want to do. You can't go chasing your dreams. So credit to them for helping you out. Definitely. Listen, mate. Anything else you want to shout out before you go? Are you here with your dad, or are you here on your own?
I'm here with it's me, mum, sister, and my girlfriend, and my magician, my mechanic from Family Boats. Brought him along for the trip.
So the girlfriend and mum and your sister, they're just here for the theme parks and the fine dining and stuff like that. Yeah. All right. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. Dad,
you're the one who's got to put the work in. Listen, mate. All the best this weekend. And when you get back over the other side of the water, over the other side of the pond, good luck over in P1 AquaX as well and Lake Havasu. We'll certainly be keeping an eye on what you're doing. So all the best to you, mate.
No, thank you, Bruce. You have a good night.
All right, take care, mate. Thanks again. See ya. Oh, there we go. Nice catch up. Love it. Let's get rid of some of these. So there we go. Noah, back over here. Now, in case you're wondering, he is racing down on the Gold Coast this weekend. I think it's Mitchell's Park. Can't remember exactly where it is. And him and Jamie Lee Spence and a few others, Peter Grant, Sarah Tyrrell, they're racing down the Gold Coast. So good luck to everyone that's there that I'm friends with. So I'm coming to that one, Daz. I'm coming to that one. So Daz Keels just said, what about an SCX recap? I'm going to wait to come to that. So I've just got a page I need to look up while I speak to everyone, and we'll let's do a quick recap. I've got the video from Nautical Image, which I'm going to play at the end, And 2 seconds. Alright, I know there's a folder. There we go. Now, this is what I missed out last week. And let me just move this over here. Oh, what have we done? There we go. Right. There we go. Right. Now we're cooking. Alright. So, SCX Alex Heads. A week and a half ago, guys, weather was miserable, but it didn't dampen the enthusiasm for everyone taking part and everybody that came to watch. It wasn't the best day. The rains managed to stay to a minimal for me on Saturday when we did the live stream, which I'm absolutely stoked about. So that was really happy about that. I think there was only one time where I had to cover up the cameras, and we had one bad spell, which thankfully happened during the break between competitions. So that was a blessing. And yeah, so we've got the SCX event. These are some of the pictures that Jeff took. Oh, I tell you what I was going to do. I was going to put this one in as well. So let me get this video. I need to add this in. I need to remember where I put it. That's the only thing. It's not there. It's down here. Oh, I've lost it now. Oh, bloody hell. Now, I had the video somewhere. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll do it this way. Now, excuse me while I do this. I'm doing this a little bit differently. Shouldn't be doing this one, but hey ho. That's the way I'm doing it. It's the quickest way. I know where it is. I can locate it. Alright. There we go. Okay. Now, I'm trying to get this video here to play. Hopefully I can get it to work. This you have to see, but I need to bloody get it on first. So where are we? Right, I'm assuming you guys can see that now. So finally managed to get it up. This is Sean and Bruno Jacobs at the SCX. This was the opening competition in the first round of the finals day. Alright. First trick they did, and that was what it was. Okay. And I kid you not, it looked like everybody from shore were convinced they were going to hit each other, were going to collide with each other. But for some reason, they stayed apart, and like it was an epic shot. Daz Keel managed to get it from his GoPro, which is the footage you're seeing on the right hand side. Left hand side, I'm not entirely sure who it was that got that footage. I think it might have been one of Bruno's support team. Yeah, that was the opening sequence from the very first round on the finals day. Bruno and Sean. So that was amazing. So let's see that one. So let's get back to roundup. Alright, so pictures. Let's just flick through some of them. Some amazing footage. Jeff done some great cracking pictures as well at Nautical Image. I know Craig did a few great ones. He put together a little video as well for zoomed images. So well done to both them. And highlighting the sport in a really good ways, which is fantastic to see. But the weather certainly didn't dampen the enthusiasm for the competition. The guys just got on with it, and yeah, it was an amazing event. And listen, if the weather had been better, then the crowds watching would have been much bigger. But it was still a good day's entertainment that I saw on the finals day. So that's that one. Let's go Victoria. So Victoria's got a Winter Warrior race weekend. It's the 30th of June, Kangaroo Lake in Victoria. God, it's suddenly getting hot here. Don't know why. And yeah, so they're looking for it. It's all enduros, all enduro races. So if you're looking to get in a competition, make your plans now. End of June, so there's plenty of time to plan it. You've got 6 weeks to get yourself in there. So it's an inaugural endurance race competition. So if you're interested, hook up with the VGSBA guys, contact them, and they'll keep you right. Okay, so that's Victoria, 30th of June. QPWC Round 1, 26th of May, Somerset Dam. Entries are still open. I've heard today, or yesterday, sorry, that the numbers so far have actually been pretty good. So credit to everybody who's entering for that, and look forward to a resounding round 1. And yeah, so go to the Queensland pwc.org.au page, click on the 26th of May 26th of May event, and that will take you to the Tidy HQ where you can grab your entries. And any questions, just drop a message to the QPWC and they'll get back to you as quick as you can. If you can't get an answer from them in the time that you've done, in a quick enough time for your liking, reach out to me. I'm happy to try and help you out as well. Dave, no, I haven't done my entry because I'm actually down in Sydney for that first round. And at the moment as well, I broke the news to Jamie that because I've buggered my knee, there's a chance I might miss round 2 because that's only 3 weeks after. Yeah, so I might not even make round 2. So at the moment, I'm hoping to make round 2, but I can't even get a bloody MRI on my knee until I get a specialist to look at it. And that was nearly 2 weeks ago. In fact, it was 2 weeks. 2 weeks today that I did my knee. So that's where I'm at. Otherwise, I'd have my entry in for round 2. Round 1's a definite no-no, and I'm not backing out of my trip down to Sydney. So it's something there's someone there that we're going to see, and I've always wanted to see them, and that's taking priority. So, all right, that's the QPWC. Entries are open. Get them in. Shout out and credit Billy Cunningham. How good is that? How good is that picture? On the front cover of Pro Rider magazine, and amazing shot. I don't know who took the picture. Possibly Craig. I'm not entirely sure. It might not even be from here. It may well have been when he was over over somewhere else. But yeah, cracking picture, gotta say. So shout out to Billy for that one. Well done. Alright, now we're going on the social stuff here. We have South Australia Jetski Club have got a ride this weekend. Now, you do have to be a member of the AJSBA for insurances. And get in touch with them. If you're interested, drop them a message. And it's Sunday the 19th of May, 9:30 till approximately 3 o'clock. Give them a shout if you're interested in hooking up with them. And have fun. Alright. Now let's just troll through Jake's little group and see what we've got. Been quiet lately. He's had a few rides. He had a ride out here yesterday. I'm not sure how many he had. He does have a newbies ride coming up, and I can't remember where that. Let me see if it's in the. It'll be in the events. There it is. This coming Saturday. That's it, guys. If you haven't indicated your note of interest to this, then do so. If it's something you're interested in, then by all means, get yourself along to it. Knowledge and information is invaluable, especially when you're dealing with a high-powered craft like a jet ski. So get yourself along to one of these, or even still just get yourself in riding with knowledgeable and experienced riders, and it'll bring your skills up in next to no time. Alright, so that's happening this weekend on Saturday. Like I say, give them a note of interest. Let them know. Contact Jake Braun. And it's a public event, so you'll be able to find this event and note your interest in it. Okay, so that's that one. Jet ski riders. It's been quiet here. Had a couple of people just going out through the jumping pin. That's a beautiful day. That's a beauty. I love the look of that. Where else? A lot of skis for sale. Speaking of which, I still haven't sold mine. 9.5 grand if anybody's interested. So 185 hours on the clock. 300 LX Ultra supercharged. So bargain, much cheapness. Alright, so heading over to Moreton Bay. That's yeah, it's been a bit quiet on the jet ski riders Gold Coast. Now I got one here for you. Let's have a look at this one. Now, this one back. Let me just get this in shot. This guy's in all kinds of trouble here. Now, guy's stuck in reverse. I don't know what he's going to do here. I know where he's coming from because that happened to me in a cross. Sorry, apologies there. Yeah, because that happened to me in mine when I did the Santa ride. Remember that one, Daz? My handle lever broke, my reverse lever broke off and left me stuck in reverse. Now, this guy drifted towards the rocks and he kept on drifting. So, I don't know, like, what would you do? What would you do in that one? I think I'd be trying to reverse out. Like, he's at least got somewhere travelling, so I would at least I would have personally tried to reverse out. I don't know about the rest of you, but I certainly wouldn't be putting it near the rocks. But he's not got much choice though now because of the way he's. Yeah, I'd be trying to reverse that. I'd be trying to reverse that out. But then I would have been doing that way before the start. Like if you look at the very start of this, there he is. There he is away at the start. Why don't you just turn it around then? Well, I can see your point there, Daz, but the problem is if he's getting washed in that way, I know the reverse is taking him in, but if you look at that video now, I would have flipped it around the other way and tried to reverse it out. But knowing that there was rocks at the bottom, that's personally what I would have done. But if, like you say, there's other jet skis there as well, so yeah, by all means, even get them to try and tow you out as well. So cut the engine, but he hasn't done that, so his cable's obviously snapped. Oh dear, I don't know what he's trying to paddle for. It's not going to make much difference. I was just curious to find out what people's thoughts would be on that one. Yeah, people would deal with it different ways. But if there's other skis or boats there, then certainly I would have cut the engine and gestured for them to come over. Yeah. So just an interested one in there. I was just curious to know what people's thoughts were on that. Alrighty, so that's it for this week. I'm going to close with Jeff Lakeford and his SCX video from made by Nautical Image. His photograph and video company. So I'm going to leave you with that video. I'm going to sign out with that one. Guys, whatever you're up to next week, we've got Scott Hay on the show from Wellington Jet Ski Club. And we'll talk about more New Zealand racing and jet skiing in general. Until next week, whatever you're up to, have fun. And good luck to everybody that's racing, that knows me in the racing this weekend down the road. So until next week, stay safe, have fun, take care.